Okay, what we're going to do is home mobilization of the pec, specifically pec major and pec minor, both. We're going to use a mobility ball of our choosing. Now, the thing about this is, it has the nice kind of groovy edges in here to really dig deep into the tissues, so that's what I'd prefer. We're going to use anatomy as our guide. So if we think about, the sternum being an anchor and the collarbone or the clavicle being an anchor, we're basically going to use that to map out where we might want to work with the ball. So I'll start off here at the sternum. I'm coming right off into that tissue for the pec, and that's where I'll anchor the ball. Now this hand is going to give me a little bit of extra support for my neck. You can also use a yoga block if you needed to. So from here, I can do a couple of things. First, I can breathe into it, just to see that it's tolerable for me to do anything more aggressive. Now from here, I can also contract and relax. Contract and relax, and I might do that for 2 or 3 passes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to, scrub it out a little bit. So I'll use my feet and I'll scrub top to bottom. And I'm just staying in this little zone where I'm basically anchored out. Now I'll also use my elbows and scrub side to side. We're going to scrub each direction roughly like 30 seconds. Feels pretty good. If you wanted to do more, you could. Once I'm done scrubbing, then I'm going to start to use my arm. Now go into overhead reach, and I'm going to slowly sweep out and bring my hand behind my back. And I'll go through that a couple of different times. Now, if you find something interesting, you're going to spend more time, maybe do some more sweeps or go through all the different steps a little bit more at that one hot spot. But if it's, feeling pretty good, then, me coming in and cleaning it up is pretty good. And I'll reposition the ball higher than where I started. Now I'm roughly where my sternum and intersect. I'm going to go through that process again. First, I'll breathe into it. If I can breathe into it, I can do more aggressive things. Now I'm going to contract and relax. So contract and then relax for a few cycles. Then I'll scrub up and down with my feet. And then I'll scrub side to side with my elbows. And then last but not least, I'll start to get a little bit of active range here. And if I find a hot spot, then I'm going to work in the zone of that hot spot. Maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute. And then I'm going to move on to the next problem. So at this point, I'm going to start to clear out around underneath the clavicle. You'll repeat those 2 steps, basically coming out underneath the clavicle and then finishing out around the edge of the pec where it attaches towards the shoulder.